I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. They're my new favorites. Even when I set my face, my cheeks look so healthy, and I love that lipstick so much. It's my new favorite. It just kind of looked dry on my skin, so didn't love that. It was almost like the worst of both worlds. Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be doing my current faves and flops. I'm calling it current and not monthly because I've actually missed the last 2 months because I haven't honestly really been testing as much product in the months of March, and well, I did one for February, but like I found really honestly in the new year, I didn't really test a whole ton of products until kind of spring started. Like April is when really the launches started coming in and really picking up. And so I feel like we're back in business. There's launches left and right. And I have so many, fun and exciting products to share with you, and so many products that I still want to test and grab to review for you guys. Let's just get right down to the best products I've tested in the last couple months. So the first product that I've honestly fallen in love with is the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 palette. So this is the second eyeshadow palette that Patrick Ta has launched. This is the Rosy palette. And let me tell you, I think I might even like it better than the first one, and I didn't think that was possible. First palette was one of my favorite palettes. It still is. Color scheme is significantly different, more of a brown toned palette, and this has a lot more of those rosy tones in it. So as you can see, it's just stunning all around. Packaging's beautiful, good quality. I love the layout of the palette. Again, as I said, the creams are stunning, and it does come with a protective case over it, so it keeps all the powder out of the creams, keeps them clean. I really enjoy the creams. They're extremely pigmented. They blend out like a dream. I've done like a one eyeshadow look with the lightest cream. So it's actually a look that I've been finding myself doing very frequently. I will lay the cream down. I guess it's not one color, so I lied. But it's a very, very easy look. I lay the cream down, blend it out. As I said, it blends like a dream. And then I just kind of set it a little bit with the shade right here because it's kind of similar. And I find it's just a stunning look. You can add a little bit of metallic if you want as well. You can do so many really, really simple looks. Like even today's look here, aside from the liner and lashes, the eyeshadow, it took like maybe 5 minutes. Super easy to work with. The eyeshadows are very pigmented and very blendable, as I said, good quality. And then the metallics are just stunning. They're really nice and lightweight. They're not chunky and thick. Stunning shades, and I'm honestly obsessed. I can't stop using this. I've used it, I think I've used it every single time I've done my eyeshadow since I tested it. That's how much I love it. So a definite recommend. I think you guys will love it. I think it's worth the money. Even though it has a higher price tag, I think it's totally worth the investment. And definitely one of the best eyeshadow palettes I've used in a very long time. Then moving on, we have the Milk Makeup Bionic Liquid Bronzer. So this was the first like liquid bronzer I've ever used. It's not necessarily like super liquidy. It does have a kind of creamy consistency. It's just like not in a palette or a pan where you dip in. So it's just more in like that squeezy tube. It's still nice and creamy. It's not super like liquidy and messy, and it's really easy to use. It's really easy to work with. It is a beautiful shade. I got the lightest shade, Time Travel. So for my fair skin toned and fair skin tone, like fair to light, this would be perfect for you guys. It's not super warm, so you can pull off using it as contour, but you can also, it's warm enough that it adds warmth to the face. You kind of can get away with using it as bronzer as well. Like it's just a very versatile, very easy to use formula. It blends into the makeup perfectly. It like juices up the skin and just looks so flattering. It's like not dewy, but it just like gives your skin like a oomph. Like it doesn't make it look like flat. It kind of juices up the skin, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So really love the shade, love the formula, how it blends, how it looks, and it wears all day long. So absolutely love. It is a newer product as well. So I encourage you guys to check that out. I also have reviewed, every single product. There's either a dedicated review or some type of review on my channel. So I will link those below if you want to see like more in-depth opinions and how my first impression went. Still talking about creams, I have 2 cream blushes here that I've tested this month, and man, I am a sucker for a good cream blush. I literally love cream blush so much. I've tested so many of them and I have fallen in love with so many of them, and these are 2 to add to the list. The first one is the Huda Beauty Cheeky Tint Cream Blush. So this one, I have swatched a couple things on my hand, so just ignore those over there. This is the shade Proud Pink. It's like a cooler toned bubblegum pink. When you look at it swatched, it's extremely bright and it almost looks metallic. Like, does it not? Almost look metallic. I was a little scared and intimidated by it at first, but it blends out like a dream. It's definitely more, versatile, easy to use, kind of foolproof than it looks, because it looks so like pigmented and almost like I said, metallic. But when you blend it into the skin, not only does it sheer out and blend right into the makeup beautifully, but it also, I find that the metallic almost like melt, like it doesn't look metallic. It doesn't look glittery. It doesn't look shimmery. It just gives you the most dewy, stunning sheen without looking greasy or glossy or anything like that. And I find even when I set my face, my cheeks look so healthy, and it just gives this like healthy boost of hydration and sheen and kind of dewy glow. If you get away with not setting your face, you will love this too, because it just, like I said, like look at that sheen. It's just stunning. And for summer, it's going to be so perfect, and it lasts all day. It's pigmented and buildable. Yet again, you can sheer it out and keep it nice and natural. So I love it. The next one is the Morphe Blush Bomb. This one's a little bit more affordable, and it's also just as stunning. This shade is called Notoriously Neutral. So honestly, it's probably one of my favorite shades right now. It is a stunning formula, not quite as dewy. So this one has more of like, I'd say a satin finish, but it still juices up the skin enough. Like it still gives you like a healthy like zhuzh, but it's just not quite as extreme as the Huda Beauty. This one's a little bit more on like the satin finish kind of side, but look at how it almost has that like soft focus blurred effect. It's really beautiful on the skin. It's absolutely foolproof. I'm wearing it today actually. Like look at how stunning that shade is. I'm obsessed with the shade. I'm obsessed with the formula. Like the packaging is nice and travel friendly, and both cream blushes actually work underneath and on top of powder. So it's an extremely, again, foolproof and easy to use, which I absolutely look for. So yeah, I think these are both options that you guys would love. This one being more dewy, and this one having that more kind of satin, soft focus, blurry, not blurry, like blur effect. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. They're my new favorites. They're definitely currently my new favorites. I use them all the time. Another fave of the month is the Huda Beauty Face and Cheek Blush Brush. So this is a brush that I recently reviewed as well, along with the Huda Beauty Cream Blush Stick. It launched at the same time. They're kind of like a partnered product, but I honestly use the brush for cream contour, for cream blush, for all like my cheek products for creams. Love it. It's super easy to work with. It has a nice shape to it. It's nice and small, so if you want to be very precise with it, but it also blends things out quickly, just works really well. And I think it's a beautiful blush brush, contour brush, bronzer brush, especially for creams. So I definitely recommend that brush. It is newer on the market, and it is definitely one of my favorites right now. So we have some lip products as well. I recently reviewed the Merit Signature Lipstick. It's their first ever lipstick. Before this, all they had were lip oils. And from packaging all the way to application and how it feels and how it looks and how it wears, Everything about this product I love. I'm actually wearing it right now. I do have a gloss on top, but the actual color is this right here. It's the shade Baby. First, as I said, packaging is to die for. It looks luxe. It looks pretty. It's stunning. This is the shade Baby. It's like a neutral pink. So I love the shade. The bullet is a very unique shape. It comes to almost like a point at the end. And this like slanted, pointy kind of end is perfect for getting those lines. I don't even use lip liner when I use this. It is not only easy to use, you know, you don't need lip liner. It's perfect for getting that shape. It's a stunning shade, but it also truly is one of the lightest weight lipsticks I've ever used. Especially if I use this alone with no gloss, nothing, you barely feel like you're wearing anything. It lasts multiple hours. It's easy to touch up and they're just stunning. And on top of all that, it also is a very clean formula. The Milk makeup is also extremely clean. That is another product if you are into clean makeup. The Milk makeup bronzer is as well. But this one, Merit, is like over the top, like not only good for you and your skin and no toxins, no, you know, all of those nasty ingredients, but also, you know, environmentally friendly. So it's an awesome brand. I've really fallen in love with it recently and I love that lipstick so much. It's my new favorite. So my last fave of the month, or of currently, that I'm currently loving, is the Patrick Ta Major Volume Plumping Lip Gloss. That is the gloss I'm wearing today, and it's like I can't get enough of it. Like I am finding myself just applying it for no reason. I just like love the feel of it, the smell of it, the look of it. It plumps the lips, like it juices them up, makes them look nice and full and juicy without having a really strong tingling effect. It's just a little bit of that like cooling almost sensation. It has a smell to it that's to die for. It's almost like apple cinnamon is how I describe it. Really beautiful. And it comes in a nice like lineup of shades. It's really just super flattering on the lips is my favorite thing about it. It has that kind of smoothing effect to the lips and it just like accentuates the perfect spots and makes your lips look so stunning. So I definitely recommend this gloss as well. So let's move on to the products that didn't go so well for me in the last couple months. The first product is the Givenchy Prism Libre Skin Caring Matte Foundation. Is this the worst product I've ever tested? Absolutely not. It might work on some of you. When it comes to complexion products, it's difficult because it might just be my skin. Some things just don't work for everybody, and keep that in mind. You know, the products I love might not work for you. The products I didn't like might work for you, and that's fine. If you like any of these products, don't stop using them because, you know, whatever works for you. But these just personally didn't work for me. And I just think also, especially this one, like this is worth $62. This better be stinking good if I'm going to be paying $62 for it. And it's just not. Like don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful packaging, the real glass, it's frosted matte, it's got a stunning luxe packaging, but the actual formula just didn't sit as nicely on the skin as I wanted. It didn't cover as great as I expected. It just kind of looked dry on my skin and it didn't wear that great. It kind of got a little bit cakey and broke down. It wasn't transfer proof. So I personally, this is a pass for me. I don't love it. And I do think there's definitely better matte finish foundations out there for those of you that are looking for one. Yeah, it was just disappointing. I review products all kind of with the same expectations, whether it's $2 or it's $200. Like if a makeup product is going to be something I rave about, it better be great, you know, no matter what the price. But if I am going to spend a lot of money on it, then I think it's even more disappointing when it doesn't turn out. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely not one that I would recommend, unfortunately. Another foundation that I was extremely disappointed didn't turn out for me is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. So this is one that I personally also think is a flop, at least for me. Some people might love it, and that's totally fine. But this one was even worse than the Givenchy. It just didn't look good at all when I laid it on the skin. It looked super dry on my skin, accentuated all my texture. For something that's supposed to be so hydrating and like give you this yummy, juicy skin, it did the opposite for me. And I have combination oily skin. So typically I was almost expecting this to be like too dewy. It felt kind of like more oily, hydrating, that kind of like serum-y feeling to it. So I assumed it was going to turn out to be, you know, nice and hydrating. If anything, my concern was it's going to be too hydrating. But if anything, it made my skin look dry and accentuated the texture, which I did not love. I just felt like my skin didn't have that flawless, you know, finish. You know, I'm wearing one of my favorite foundations right now. It's the NARS Soft Matte. And it just like looks that flawless, super smooth finish. Whereas this one, it's just, I felt like I looked even more textured than I am. So didn't love that. And then I also felt it didn't wear well. So it was almost like the worst of both worlds. It made my skin look dry and textured, but it also didn't last. You know what I mean? Like it didn't have the hydrating ingredients didn't hold up on my skin. My oils broke it down really quickly. It was completely not transfer proof at all. So I definitely will pass. And don't get me wrong, like I have radiant finish foundations I love and that look nice and juicy on the skin, but just wear really beautifully and look beautifully and like last all day. So this is just not the one for me, at least. The last product in today's video, the last flop, is the KVD concealer. This one is the Good Apple Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer. I just felt that the coverage wasn't as good as I expected. I don't know if I just went in with expecting too much, but I expected it to be kind of that Tarte Shape Tape level coverage. It definitely wasn't that. Hoped it would look nice and smooth and last all day. It was kind of similar. I'm having really actually the worst luck with complexion products. At least half my videos, I'm like, this didn't turn out. So, but I mean, I definitely will always be honest with you guys. I'm never gonna sugarcoat anything. And this was one of those products that I just personally didn't think was worth the money. And there are so many other concealers that I liked a lot better than this one that wore and looked nicer on the skin, that didn't make my under eyes look dry and textured. This one creased pretty badly, and it also, again, just didn't wear a long time, which I need because I have pretty finicky skin. So yeah, this one was also a pass for me. I personally don't recommend those 3 products. I think there are other ones out there, even at a drugstore price range, that are significantly better. So that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this video helpful and got some new product recommendations. I hope you guys love these products just as much as I do if you end up checking them out. If you are watching for the giveaway winner, I am going to be announcing it on my community page. So I will put the link down to the post here if you want to check it out. And this is where you can find the winner of the giveaway I was doing recently. Congratulations to the winner. Thank you so much for everybody who has been supporting my channel. And stay tuned because we have some more giveaways coming up soon. Thanks again for watching. If you did enjoy, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.